Hi, and welcome to my podcast. My name is Rich Bassini. Today is July 12th, 2022. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start by saying thank you to Anchor for letting me use their site here to make this podcast. This is the first time hitting my podcast. I just want to say welcome to all the new listeners. I hope you guys get a takeaway from it, and hope you'll keep coming back for more or checking me out. Um, this is podcast episode 16, and I just want to share something with you guys out there. As you know, I am a YouTube creator and I'm also a seller, an online reseller. I sell on eBay, of course, in case you're wondering. And I'm always doing research on, what pertains to my channel, my YouTube channel. And when it comes to the eBay business, I'm always trying to keep abreast of what's going on. Um, Whenever I get new information out there, I will do a video and share it with you guys out there. Be it on my YouTube channel, if it pertains to a change that's something YouTube is doing, or in some cases the eBay. If there's something going on with eBay, if they're making any changes whatsoever, I will share that with you guys. So I hope you will, if you hit my channel, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share it. If you want to be updates when I post that in the videos, please hit that bell notification icon. What I want to talk about is, as I said earlier, I do research on YouTube and eBay, and I came across this gentleman I follow. His name is Sean Cannell. I don't know if you know about that. Maybe in the YouTube world, you've probably heard of him. He started a YouTube channel called Think Media Podcast. And this his story came out, or I should say, he did this video. I believe was July 9th. Let me just make this bigger, the screen here bigger, just for curiosity. I want to just like give you guys a full heads up on here. Um, Let me go on here. I don't want to play the video right now. I don't want to play the clip. This story came out. If you want to listen to it, it came out July 8th, 2022. And Sean brings out some good things, some good pointers over here. Um, it's not that I'm oblivious to what's going on in this world, in the economy, and that's what he's talking about. The title, in case you're wondering what the title is of that story, it's warning the creative economy recession is here, how to prepare. His video is about 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 hour and 40, yeah, 1 hour and 40 minutes and 19 seconds. Yeah, 1 hour, well, almost an hour, a little more than an hour and a half. He talks about um, the creator economy recession. Um, it's not clickbait. If people thinking it's clickbait, it's not clickbait. Even he said it. It's what's coming, what's here. Um, he was bringing out some pointers out there of companies that are having layoffs I wasn't aware of, but there are some companies out there that are doing layoffs with, I guess, the social media marketing area. And what's going on with the economy itself. I mean, unless you don't watch the news or you don't follow anything, the politics of what's going on. I'm not really a person that deals with politics, but the only time I do get concerned with it is when it affects the economy. Who's running the country. I'm not going to get into that part. I'm not going down that area. Um, but I think you guys pretty much know what I'm referring to. Um, yeah, I believe the recession. Not only do I believe it's coming, I believe we are in it. We are experiencing it right now with the high gas prices, food shortages. Like some of the places they're experiencing food shortages. Supermarkets, they have their shelves even over here where I am over here in the East Coast. Some of the supermarkets have signs put on their shelves due to such a thing. We can't get the food in or whatever it may be, and it's not super bad. Um, because there are other alternative ways of shopping. You don't have to just stop at your local supermarkets. You can go to Walmart has a supermarket. Outside of Walmart itself, they sell food, but they also where I am again, the East Coast here, they have a regular supermarket. Um, moderately priced food. I mean, there's certain things that are cheap and stuff like that. And you can still get food to some point, but a lot of people, from the people I listen to, will say that the recession is it's we ain't seen nothing yet. The way they make it sound like the worst is yet to come. I heard that from a couple other people as well. I don't know. Like I said, folks, I'm more of an optimist than a pessimist. But reality is, reality is reality. I mean, you could see it. I mean, even like when I go gas my car up, I could see, you know, the cost of gas is ridiculous over here. I think right now it's under $5. I think it's like 4.60 something, whatever fluctuates. And the cost of food is going up, of course, just like everything else. But when he was talking about the creator economy recession, he was bringing out like how some companies are backing off on brand deals. For those of us who are YouTube creators, such as myself, him included, you're not going to see that many ads running if your channel's been monetized. My channel's been monetized because I met the threshold, the thousands, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, and therefore, when you meet that threshold, you could apply for the what you call it, YouTube Partner Program, partnership, whatever they call it there, and now your channel becomes monetized, and your videos will get the companies will run ads on them, and if people click them on, you get a percentage of it. I think it was at a 50-45 split. I don't know, something ridiculous like that. You split the income with YouTube, which is fair. It's their platform. But you know, it, I noticed it even like when I check my analytics on YouTube. I see it that the money fluctuates. Your estimated, your estimated money. I'm a small volume uh, YouTube creator. I don't have a big following. I have over 1,000 subscribers and then some, and I see it fluctuate. It goes up and it goes down. One day it might be $35, then the next time it goes to 29, then it goes, and sometimes it goes lower. That's because from what he brought out, and I never thought about it. I never thought, honest to God, I never thought about, um, because of what's happening, that it would cut back on advertisers, advertise on YouTube. I could see it in my I could see it on my estimated earnings, and they're going down. It's not going up; it's going down in some cases. Um, and it stands to reason, with that part. Now, one may think, well, what do I do in a case like this? Okay, we're in a recession, as far as I'm concerned, and it could get worse. Do you sail or do you bail? I did a video like that with eBay. eBay sales are slow. Do I sail or do I bail? It's something along that line. It's definitely a title like that. And I'm starting to see even with that, you know, people um, are very conservative. I am. I'm very conservative. I only buy at a necessity, and I'll buy things that I need. I will not go buy anything update to the latest, $2,000 uh, DSLR camera. I use older equipment, stuff that I bought back in 2004, 2005. I have, Sony digital camera, video camera, and I have a Sony digital DSLR camera. Yeah, and you know, they're old. It's older technology, but you know what? It works. But however, I know it sounds like I contradict myself. I did upgrade um, with the web browser. I bought a Logitech Brio, I think they call it. It cost a decent buck, and I also bought the Elgato Stream Deck. It's a 32 key Stream Deck. I bought that there as well, along with the Power Director, Cyberlink Power Director 20 Ultimate. I upgraded between the two. What happened was I purchased. I didn't know I didn't realize it was happening so quick as far as like their update. I purchased the um, Power Director 19. I think it was Ultimate or Ultra, or some one of those two, and that ran me about close to $100. And then like a day and a half later, I see it come out with Power Director 20 Ultimate. So I'm looking at it and saying, geez, I like the bells and whistles. And they always give you the opportunity to check it out before you make a purchase. And I said, geez, I like it. So I reached out to Cyberlink and I asked them, I just purchased this here. Is there anything you could do for me? I'd like to get the public, what do you call it, the Cyberlink Power Director 20 Ultimate. And they said, yeah, it will cost you $50 or whatever. It's an upgrade. So okay, why not, right? So now I'm into that software for 150 bucks, the Cyberlink Power Director. I also use, in case you guys are wondering, when I create my videos, I also use the Wondershare Filmora, the 11.46 or 47 they just came out with. They just updated again. That's why I gotta say one thing. Out of the two, I love Power Director 20 Ultimate. I do love it. I've been using. That was one of the first ones I was using to create my videos. To be honest with you, I'm licensed on that one, and I'm also licensed on the Wondershare Filmora 11.46, I believe, or 4.7. And I am licensed to use both of those programs because I pay for them. Um, but I wish one thing I have to honestly say with Filmora, when they were updating their video editing software, it's free. Well, because I paid for it, of course, but it's free. And unlike Cyberlink Power Director, you could get certain things. Like you go to their site, I think it's called Director Zone, and you could download some picture in picture icon, things there, clips or whatever, and they have a bunch of things that you could build up on it, which is good too. They got one varies with the other. There's a trade off. You say, well, I like Wondershare because it gives you free upgrades to their software, to the video editing software, and then the other one gives you free stuff like that too. You got to go to a different website, but it all incorporates with the Power Director 20 Ultimate program. But each one has its ups and it's got its good and bad. I mean, I like both of them. But anyway, off that beaten track right now. Um, the thing I'm talking about in regards to the recession that we're experiencing, um, I see it happening. I see it happening on both platforms, on eBay and my YouTube channel. And Sean does bring out some good pointers, and you might say it's a self promo for him or it's a shout out, but if you get a chance, okay, if you get a chance, let me repeat it again to you. It's Sean Cannell. It's the Think Media podcast. It's the one that was for July 8th, 2022, and the title of it is "Warning: The Creator Economy Recession is Here. How to Prepare." Listen to what he has to say. Okay, just listen to what he has to say. I didn't get a chance to finish the whole thing. I'm only into it for like about maybe 15 minutes. I still got some more time to listen to it. But well, it's fresh in my mind. I'm not tired, overly tired, because if I was overly tired, I'd be talking a lot slower and really quiet. Sometimes I get really quiet when I'm really tired, and I figured let me do it now. Let me do this podcast now before I get too tired. I like to share information with you guys. I really do. Um, this is one of the best ways to do it with the podcast. And talking about podcasts, this podcast, I don't have a big following on it. I mean, like a lot of viewers are following. I don't have a big, listening audience on my podcast here, but I'm hoping that one day it can get bigger and bigger. I mean, I gotta put out podcasts before I expect anything to happen or to see a change. It's just like at YouTube. The more videos you put out, the more you're gonna get. Hopefully, you should rank higher in the YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm saying? But I always say this in regards to YouTube, starting a YouTube channel. Um, I always tell people if you're going to start a YouTube channel, keep it real, keep it original, right? And let it grow organically. And the other thing is, one of the most important things I left out is to share your passions and talents. I say that in my other videos. Whatever your talents are, you could be an artist, you could teach people how to paint, you could be a cook or a baker, um, whatever, carpenter. You know, that's one thing that's nice about YouTube. Even though I'm talking about though this podcast is dealing with the topic is about a recession, it's free. It's a free platform to put your stuff out there. Okay, and people are there are successful YouTubers out there, folks. I mean, don't ever get the impression because uh, even though we're in a in a recession, or at least I believe, like I said again, I believe we are. There are people still making money out there. It's just that I'm not seeing it right now. But that's because, the content I'm putting out there on my YouTube channel, it might not be to their liking, or some people may have semi interest in it, and that's okay. Um, but I'm still going to be putting videos out, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm still going to be putting videos out. Some people may beg to differ and say, well, you don't want to put bad videos out. You want to put, of course, I don't want to put bad videos out. But for the most part, um, I'm going to stick to it. I am not giving up on my dream. Um, this is one of my dreams too, having a podcast, and I'm so grateful that Anchor will let me, not sponsor me, but lets me create videos, not videos, podcasts, I should say, on their platform. It's greatly appreciated. So thank you to Anchor. I really do appreciate it. And for those of you out there, just to throw a little segue to Anchor, for Anchor, I should say, um, just go to www.anchor.fm.com, and that should bring you to their website there. And there you could sign up, and they give you 30 minutes. I only got a 30-minute podcast, which is good enough for me. It's good enough. I don't think people want to listen to me longer than that anyway. I didn't know how many people will probably listen to this video. I mean, I could say video, this podcast to the end. But yeah, if you want more time, then you got to sign up for a different program there, whatever. They have different programs you can sign up for. I stick with the freebies. I like the freebie. I like the word free. It is free. I'm not getting billed monthly for it, so I don't hope that don't change. Hope they don't change that there and start charging people. Because then, if that's the case, then I have to really weigh it out, because I really don't like having monthly expenses additional as to what I have right now. But being it's free, I will create, keep creating the podcast. But yeah, and I'm grateful to them. I really am. I mean, I really am grateful to Anchor for letting me host my podcast on their site. But anyway, yeah, getting back to that though, but it does make sense now. When he brought it to our attention, or the people who follow him, I subscribe to his channel, about, you know I didn't know about the people getting laid off in the social media areas, and so I sent his video, and I didn't think nothing about branding, because I don't really get brand deals like he does. He says, I think, if I understood his video, I think he does $1 million in brand deals or something along like that. And I think he said, again, if I understood him right, that it seems like he might have it's going to be probably slowing up on that part too, on the brand deals. Um, like I said again earlier, I don't see many advertisements running on my videos, and it could stay. That's probably most like what it is. People are cutting back; they're not spending money like you think. Now, the thing with, I want to do a video. Um, for the do a Let's Talk eBay. I called up eBay today, this morning actually, and I asked them. I said, hey, what's the deal with the ads not showing? It says ad not showing. I use promoted listings, and I also use the what do you call it there? The discounted program they have there, volume. What do you call it there? Volume discounts, and they said it's not. It doesn't affect that. It's what is affecting is the promoted listings, and what they want you to do now, where it used to be you could just do 1%, now they want you to have a minimum in order to uh, in order for your ads to show up. So I said, geez, this is like another making money deal for them, for eBay. And people, like I said, how do you justify it? I mean, if it goes up $3 or $2, depending on the cost, it's based on the cost of the item you're selling. What happens then? You know what I'm saying? It's less money for the seller, right? And more money for eBay. So I brought it to their attention. The eBay teammate said, "Well, I'll pass it on to our team and see what if we can go back to the 1% again." I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen on my behalf, but you know, now they want to make it a minimum of 2%. So people say, "What's the big deal? 2%, 2%." Well, it adds up. What depending again, on what you're selling. The more costly the item, and if you're using promoted listings and you're using the other thing there, well, the volume discount, it's my fault. I got it at 5%. It could become more, more efficient and more money making for eBay as opposed to you. So there's a lot of variables with this here, and again. I'm starting to see a slowdown even with eBay. So it is what it is, folks. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know uh, when, like he says, between the next 18 to 24 months, we'll see what happens here. Like I said, I am more of an optimist than a pessimist, but when you keep hearing financial people, the financial sector, talking about a recession's coming, um, and it's going to be, if you think this is worse, bad, it's going to get worse. That's scary. And when something like that goes out, and within the news media, people get scared. They get a little nervous. I myself are watching how I spend my money. Do you know I stay local in my area, in my geographic area? I stay local. The last time I put gas in my car, this is crazy. You're probably not gonna believe it. Probably say it doesn't sound right. The last time I put gas in my car was 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago was the last time I looked at the receipt. I said, "What?" Because I save my receipts. When was the last time I gassed my car up? And it had something like, I don't know, June 10th or 5th, whatever it was. And I said, "Wow," and yeah, about 3 weeks. It's got to be about at least 3 weeks the last time I filled my car up. And even when I do go to the gas station, like I told my family members, I said, "I'm not giving into this here." So if the gas tops off at $5 a gallon, I'm only going to put between 3 and 4 gallons of gas in my car. And people might say, "So you're telling me for $20 that's going to hold you?" Yeah, why not? I stay local. I stay local. I don't drive far. Everything is all the shopping areas, the supermarkets and everything, all the stores are in a geographic area. I mean, it's literally less than, if I had to travel to my nearest mall, it's less than 5 minutes. Just want to get a swig of water here. It's less than 5 minutes, you know. I do very little driving. Um, I don't go when I go shopping. I very frugal when I go shopping. I'll buy certain things at the dollar store, and then I go to Walmart and I pick up certain things there, and then Stop and Shop is right next to it. If I need to get cold cuts or whatever, I just walk right next. It's exactly right next door. I mean, literally, um, and I do things like that. But my food bill, like I tell people, my food bill, 'cause, is probably a lot less than what they buy. I buy enough, to keep food in the house, of course, but I don't go over and beyond. I have a relative that likes to go out and double up and triple up. And I bought so much of toilet paper. I bought so much paper towels. I buy so much of this, so much of that, and you're buying all that stuff. And look, those are staples that you're going to need anyway: paper towels, napkins, all that stuff. You're going to need that, right? I mean, let's face it, you know, but for the most part, I'm very conservative. I won't go out and buy a big bundle of paper towels in Walmart for what, 17, $18, whatever it is. I go to the dollar store. Okay, and I pick up a couple of rolls, and they last me for a long time. The paper towels, toilet paper, they got it over there too. You get what, four? Was it 4 or 6? I think no, 4 pack. You get four for $1.25 and one at 25 cents. But this is what's going on right now. People are tightening up. They're not spending money like they usually do. Well, not usually do, but when they have some disposable income, they will make a purchase stuff. I'm seeing even on eBay. My sales are very slow for the month of July. We just basically we're into what, 2 weeks already into it, but it's slow. And the items I'm selling, I'm not a high volume seller, so I'm not making tons of money here. It's a sale here, it's a sale there. Basically, you have people say, "Well, that's like pocket money." Well, indirectly, it is pocket money. That's why I tell people too: don't quit your day job. If you got a day job right now and you want to do eBay, my suggestion, do it on the side. Do it as a side hustle. Don't quit your day job, whatever you do, especially now. Okay. Even he said it. I think even Sean was saying he was reading from, I think, somebody on Twitter was giving giving some advice, that you may now, if you are a person that was doing this here full time, well, he's talking about YouTube, not eBay, but I get to relate them together. So you might want to get a part time job, to help you out to keep you going. If you have a pension, it's one thing. If you're a state, county work or whatever over here in the state of New York, people have those pensions. They got those good job, federal jobs like that. And you're doing this as a side hustle, that's fine. Me right now, I'm able to do it because I have an income coming in. But if it was otherwise, if I didn't have that income coming in, I would be out there right now hustling to get a job because eBay. if you're looking towards eBay to making money, for me, it's not generating an income, a substantial income where I can make a comfortable living with it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing on my YouTube channel. When I tell you something, guys, if you watch my videos, I don't. It's no smoke and mirrors here. Okay, I tell it like it is. I'm not gonna lie and sugarcoat anything and make it sound like, oh, he's doing great. That guy's making a fortune off eBay, just like with YouTube. Okay. Yeah. Am my channel of all my videos monetized? Am I making money? Yeah. But it's nothing to write home about. Okay. The last time I got something from YouTube would had to be what, 2, 3 months ago. So and that's it's all done through AdSense. But here's the takeaway from this. Here's the thing I wanted to share with you guys, because like I said, I only got a half hour time here slotted to me. Um, Despite what is going on in the economy, with the thing I will say to you is this: stick to it. Don't give up. Okay, don't give up. Whatever you do, stick to it. Okay, stick to your dreams, because, like I said it once before, and I'm going to say it again and again like a broken record. You folks, you, me, whatever, we're all going to pass this path once in life. Okay, it's a once go merry-go-round. Okay, every day that goes by is one day less. Okay, try to do something you love to do. Now, I'm not telling you, or anybody for that matter, don't quit your day jobs to pursue, you know, YouTube, a full-time YouTube creator, or a full-time eBay seller. Okay, I'm not giving that message. It's no subliminal messages here. What I'm telling you is stick with what you have. If you have a full-time job and you're making a decent income, do YouTube and eBay as a side hustle. Okay. YouTube now, from what a lot of people are telling you, well, from what I hear from other creators, it's not so much like a casual thing anymore. People are using it as a business. It's a business. It's a side hustle. And some people out there, okay, are making nice income from it. Now you might say, well, how do you know? Okay, well, I look up Social Blade. Now some people say, yeah, but Social Blade is an estimates. It's a roundabout. True, but here's the thing: with Social Blade, they're just giving you an estimate. I was following a YouTube creator, I don't remember the person's name, but they were saying what you see on Social Blade is not actual figures, because this person was saying, I make more than what they're talking about through YouTube advertisements. Okay. But again, I looked at my own, okay, my own YouTube videos, and I very hardly see any um, advertisements there. Okay. So there is a slowdown, and I didn't think about it until Sean brought it out. Okay, he brought it out. He gets into it a lot more than I'm doing. This is a podcast. Like I said, he's got, well, his is called Think Media Podcast, but he actually goes on there and talks. I'm just on a one here, just a regular podcast where you don't see me, you know. But there he's got a good thing going. Think Media Podcast. If you check it out, if you get a chance, check it out. Check that particular video out I'm talking about, the one that came out for July 8th, 2022. The one that says warning: the creative economy recession is here, how to prepare. Check that video out. Okay, after I do this podcast, I'm going to go back and listen to the rest of what he has to say. Sean puts out a lot of good information out there. I got to honestly say, he gives good pointers and stuff like that. And he's got another channel, another successful channel. I think that one's just called Think Media, I believe. He's got, I think, over 1 million subscribers. It's lucky. He's so lucky he hit that threshold. I wish I could hit a threshold like that. There, I'd be happy if I can even get the silver play button. But you got to put out good content, and you got to hopefully, people like your content. Hopefully they like you, and they will hit that subscribe button. And maybe in due time, you will get to that stage where your channel will eventually hit the 1 million subscriber or 100,000 subscriber mark. But listen, folks, I'm coming down to my last seconds here. I just want to say this in closing: if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, don't give up on it. Go for the gusto. Okay, despite, even if you watch that video, stick to it, because a lot of people will tell you, about all the doom and gloom things. But remember one thing: those people themselves still going to be putting out videos, recession or no recession. So stick to it. Do it. Just go for it, man. Like I said again, it's a one shot deal in this world. So go for it. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. If you like this podcast, share it. Check out my YouTube channel. And please, if you do see my videos and you like them, please don't forget to that subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and uh, you know, hit that bell notification.